a few adjustments to this. I've made quite a few changes since you were here last. I have got a locking pin down the back here, right down through, because everything was turning. And what I'm having to do, something's off, so once it starts I can screw it into the position and it goes in the right thread, but these first few threads aren't quite right, but that should be okay because they're right over here, and all it goes on there is that nut. So I've just been keeping it in gear. I've strengthened the steady rest, but it's still not quite strong enough, and I've got a brass rod in, but well, it's not quite strong enough either. Anyway, what I do is I start it, I'm running it a lot slower as well, for about 50 RPM, see what happens. Well, if I catch the 4th or 5th thread, it's okay. There we go, cutting now. See that moving because of the forces. You can see why they're big cast iron chunks of things in the big lathes, because of the amount of force that's putting on there. It's a small amount at a time, but I think that's the best way. I'm getting a nice thread now. I'm just keeping it in gear and taking it back and forth. Still got the compound at 14 degrees, but I've thrown it this way rather than that way. It's just everything's locked in better this way. Just give us an idea. Of course, my brain was putting things the wrong way, and I've cut a bit here I didn't need to, and things like that, you know, usual. If you're going to make a mistake, you might as well make a good one. These threads here at this end don't match these. So what I could do, I could put the cutter in upside down and drive it in reverse so it cuts them that way. We'll see how it goes. See, what I do is I start it and then I bring it in. Then it matches. It's definitely better running it slower. Just going to stop shortly. 4 o'clock. One more go and that's it. See if we can cut. That's cutting right on a thread, whereas when you come along a bit it's not. The thread's in the wrong place. Okay, see what we can do, and we're going the right way. Nicely, just a small amount at a time. Right, I'll call it a day there. We'll have to do some measuring and see what the original one is. The one we made up at Jim's is 17mm in the bottom of the threads. The threads are getting deeper. It's going to look quite good. So I'm just going to keep going the way I'm going. And eventually we'll have to sort this last thread. This bit here has to be turned down to a smaller size anyway, if I remember, and that end. I did go along it and make it all just on 7/8. Maybe just slightly bigger, a couple of thou. I think here it's just a lot, it's about 3 thou under there, but it's okay up here. So that's it for the moment. I'll be measuring the depth of the grooves, I would say. On this old one it's close to 3mm, but it must have some wear on it. I would think up at, well, mind you, up at this end it wouldn't be worn at all. So 1, 2, just over 3mm there. Go on a bit and see if it changes. It seems to be constant at 3mm. I think I'm about 2.5 at the moment. Just over 2. Just over 2. 2.5. We'll run down in the same place a couple of times just to see what we get. Try and tidy it up a bit. I had it shiny and nice and then it wasn't. Let's try and get it right again. Here we go. Problem with the brass is it kind of doesn't take long to wear out. Never mind. It's kind of sacrificial anyway, so polishing it up as it goes, that's the main thing. Tricky bit's getting it in the right place. Because as you put it forward, it goes in at 14 degrees. So where you put it doesn't mean it's going to go there. However, that's the right bit there. Right, I'm just going along at the same depth every time, but it's just taking a little bit more every time with the backlash. And I'm not taking out the gear, I'm just reversing it in gear. Here we go. Got to be quick when you get down that end, because that's at the right size. See how we're coming. 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Right. I'm hoping the brass polishes up the tops. Here we go. Bring the back one in a bit. These brass rods there, they're just sacrificial, it's just what I had. So just using them as stops on this follow rest. I'll have to come up with something better at some point, I think, because it's quite a lot of force pushes these. We can get this one bit done, that'll be fine. Even if it is pushing it out, as long as it's even, that'll solve our problem. Right, that's us in place, ready to cut along again. It's not the... It looked better before. As you see there, the lead screws climbed up on top of the tool. I think the tool was slightly too low. The harder you try, the worse it gets. The bit it's just destroyed is right where we would want a thread. I think I managed to save it. Going to make a couple of changes. I think I'll save it okay. I'm going to move the cutter to that side. 17mm. I may have to get another bit of material and start again. We'll see. Actually got a bit of material there, but it's too hard to cut. I know what's wrong. That's going to change it, isn't it? A bit high. Hey. Still in good shape. That's looking quite good. Here you come. Put that there. There, that should be right. Go slower if I can. 17. Going the right way. Let's see what that does. I can match it. When the fun and game starts trying to catch a thread because it's in a different place. Let's see how we do. Got it? I'm a wee bit too high. It looks good, it looks to be in the right place and it is cutting. Just running a bit slower till we get going. Going up to the back. Just keeps climbing over it. Yeah, me. Right. I need to get this moved forward a bit. How not to cut a thread. Well, this is the way you learn, I suppose. I'll bring you back once I get sorted out. This is my last cut. We're in a bit of a pickle in a few places, but we'll give it a go. I managed to break the top off of my expensive Chinese rest, but this is just a thingy pass, flex pass, I hope, so it might not jump. Make it go the right way to help. So easy to get it wrong. Right, that's it. We'll have to take it out. No, we won't. We'll have to do a bit of machining first at this end. I think I'll take it out actually, because it's not going to be truly round. Right, I'll switch you off there and I'll go and see what I can salvage of this. Take that one. Oops. With this Pratt 4-jaw chuck you see here, I usually line it up with each jaw when I'm taking my reading. Yeah, I'm doing this end, can't see it, but I'm doing the end closest to you and I'm having good fun here. Everything's jumping about again. We need to take it down to 5/8, so I'm just doing it slowly because otherwise things are going wrong. Oh my. What did I say about things going wrong? We're past our size. Oh, but good luck. It's the right size there where I want to cut the thread. I've just been doing that all day. Right, I'll just make that slightly smaller. I think I'm going to have to do another one of these. So easy to go past the size. You're not paying attention. And it's quite hot as well, so I'll set it up for threading. It's 5/8 20, I think. I'll check. 5/8 14. We'll do a scratch pass and here we go. It's cut in 14. This might be slightly different because of 26. Let's go to 38, double that. 80 RPM. Right, here we go. I've actually got a nut I can try on. Don't think it'll thread on yet, but we can give it a try. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do what the pros do. Yeah, that's it there. I'm just taking 5 thou at a time because it's working. Slight problem. It's timber road. Okay, plan B. Let's try it on. Never sure if this thing goes back to the same place, so I'll just take it back a bit and see what happens. Otherwise you end up breaking the inserts. Try. Makes it easier having a nut. I think that's it. Yeah, it's a bit tight. Spring pass probably do it. $110. Just did another 2 thou there just to help it. Not bad. You can put a lock nut on these. This is the jam nut for that one there. I don't know if you can see that one. This is the jam nut for here. That is a half decent thread. Finally did something right. Now then, to see if our Acma is going to fit or not. I doubt it. It's not going to be great. This one's going to fit on top against that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, happy with that. It's quite a good fit actually. It's not wobbling. Just going to chamfer the end here. And that's my attempt at lead screw number 1. We'll get to number 10, I might get it right. Let's just see what things you need to change, you know, it's all really need a good follow rest. That's the thing that makes the difference, I think. I'm saying there's no play in that thread hardly. I think A-Bomb refers to that as an engineer's fit. Mind you, he's been doing it a long time, and he still has incidents, shall we say. Everybody does. So, like I say, we can lock it with a grub screw, but it'll be imperial. Well, I've got it installed. It wobbles a bit, but it works. There's not much play, a little bit, nothing at all on it, but there's a bit more play when you get down this end, not much. It's the bit it's going to wear the most. So, not too bad. So that's the original one there. It had this gear for the power, drive it back and forth. Didn't use it that much. Might eventually try and do something with it. So this is the original off of the compound here. So I thought, well, that's 5/8, Acme 5. I'll just make one of them. So I made this nice left-hand thread Acme 5. Wouldn't screw in. It's a right-hand thread Acme 5. So guess what I did? I made another one, which is in there. What had happened, I'd tried to put a pin in this end and I'd shortened it. So I made another one, and then I've got this adapter. You can take it out with just that bolt, it just slips off. It's just pushed against it. And this knob was originally on here when I got the lathe, but it was very small for the weight of this thing going back and forth. So I used this pulley and made a bigger one. Also cut a keyway in and made a key from a bit of tool steel for the parting blades. So it's got a keyway in it as well now, and there's a, I don't know if you can see it down there, there's a grub screw down in there, which lines up beautifully with this handle unfortunately, but don't take it out that much. So that's all working, and I've got a handle now for here. So if I do need to bring the compound round, I just need to loosen that bolt and it'll come out the road. That's a step forward. There's a wee bit of play in the compound, not much. There's a lot, hardly anything's moving, there's a wee bit of play in there. So, a bit of backlash in it. Nah, not as much as there was with the original. Anyway, it was a success after all my disasters. Believe it or not. Nah, like I say, that's the original, that's the original. That's my left hand, it needed to be a right hand. But, so... I know the professionals could make an Acme thread like that in under an hour. I'm not a professional, I just do what I do. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, try and make another one. So, we're off back to the David Brown bonnet. The continuing saga of the David Brown bonnet. Right, I'm going to make a few changes to it.